Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam185. As you may remember, Satyavati was upset because when she switched the water pots with her mom, she found out that she was going to have a child with the nature of a kshatriya, and her mother was going to have the child with the nature of a Brahmin. So she went to her husband and said, "Can't you do something about this? I can shift it by a generation. Your son will be sweet-tempered, and your grandson will be the one to inherit the nature of the kshatriya." Satyavati gave birth to a son, Jamadagni. He was saintliness personified. He was gentle and affectionate, like his mother. When Satyavati died, she was transformed into a river by name Kaushiki, and it was reputed to purify the world. Jamadagni, the Bhargava, married Renuka, and 5 sons were born to them. They were Vasuman, Vasu, Vasushena, Rumanvan, and Rama. It was this Rama who had been born with the qualities of a kshatriya. He became known the world over as a hater of kshatriyas later on. He was said to be the avatar of Lord Narayana, born to rid the world of sinful kings like the Hayhayas. Rama was the personification of the gunas Rajas and Tamas. It was well known that the smallest insult was felt by him to be enormous, and he would not rest until he had punished the offenders. He was a kshatriya by nature, but since he was a Brahmin by birth, he was bent on punishing the kshatriyas who did not respect the Brahmins. 116. Kartavirya, the Hayhaya. The king of the country by name Hayhaya was Kartavirya Arjuna. He had propitiated Dattatreya, an Amsha of Narayana. He had 1,000 arms, and he was invincible. He was powerful, and he was famed the world over for his strength and glory. He became arrogant because of his extreme power over others. Once he was bathing in the river Narmada with his women. He held back the river with his 1,000 arms, and it was arrested in its flow. Ravana, who had camped on the other side of the river, found his tent wetted by the river, and he found the cause of it. He could not brook the action of the lord of the Hayhayas. He went to him and tried to insult him. But Kartavirya made him the laughingstock of the women by capturing him. He kept Ravana as a prisoner in the city of Mahishmati and released him after insulting him. Once Kartavirya was hunting in the forest, and during his wanderings, he came by chance to the ashram of Jamadagni. The rishi entertained the king and his entire host with the help of Kamadhenu, the divine cow. Kartavirya was greatly impressed by the powers of Kamadhenu, so much so he became jealous of Jamadagni. When he had left the ashram with his attendants, he instructed his men to steal the cow and bring it to his city. His orders were obeyed, and the cow, crying piteously, was carried by force to Mahishmati, the capital of Hayhaya. Rama, who had gone out, came back to the ashram of his father and heard about the stealing of Kamadhenu. He was hissing like a serpent which had been beaten by a stick. He took up his terrible axe, his bow and quiver full of arrows, and hurried to the city of the miscreant. Arjuna was nearing the city of Mahishmati when he saw Rama pursuing him. He had not seen Rama before. Rama was a glowing figure dressed in deerskin like a Brahmin, but there the resemblance ended. This Brahmin had a bow and arrows, and on his shoulder was placed an immense axe. He was glowing like the sun at the time of the deluge. Kartavirya realized that this man had come to fight with him, and he dispatched an army consisting of 17 Akshohinis. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.